Welcome to the FIF Spectrometry Suite tutorial. In this video, we will familiarize ourselves with the layout of the software and guide users through the first module. We have 4 modules on the main window: the ROI Manager and Segmentation module, the Fluorescence Intensity Fluctuation Calculator module, the Oligomer Stoichiometry Analysis module, and the Spot Identification and Analysis module. At the top, we also have a sample tool and a target drop-down menu. These features will be included in the other videos. In this video, we will be talking about the ROI Manager and Segmentation module. So let's open that by clicking the first module button. As you can see in the ROI Manager window, we have multiple options along the top bar. The first thing we should cover is the Settings window. To open that, click the Settings button. In the Settings window, we can see that it is possible to choose an analysis path, choose to include images from subdirectories, and choose an image format from a drop-down menu. For this tutorial, we will be using a .tiff file. Other values can be adjusted in the Segment Setting tab. We will be getting back to those later. The first thing we're going to do is load an image stack and draw regions of interest, or ROIs. To load an image stack, click on the File folder, navigate to the image stack that you're interested in analyzing, and click Open. The image stack should appear on your screen within a few seconds. As you can see, we have an image stack loaded now, and we're looking at image 1 of 83. The stack can be navigated by clicking the arrow keys along the bottom. To save the image stack, click the Save button. We can also adjust the contrast by clicking the Contrast Control button. And finally, a snapshot of the image can be saved as a .png file using the Snapshot button. For now, we're interested in drawing ROIs. To do that, navigate back to the ROI Manager window and select the Polygon tool. Once the Polygon tool is selected, bring the cursor back over to the image window to begin drawing the regions of interest. To start a polygon, click on the image. You should notice that your mouse cursor turns into a crosshair. Create vertices by clicking with your mouse at various points along the cell membrane. With the cell membrane patches being analyzed here, we are interested in analyzing the smooth membrane patch in the middle of the cell. We are not interested in picking up the bright noise along the edge of the cell, so the ROI drawn here avoids the edge. To finish the polygon, simply click on your starting point and it will complete the ROI. Once you've drawn your first ROI, click on the Show All Polygons tool, and you should see the ROI appear on the screen. Continue drawing polygons until all cells within the image stack are properly demarcated. If you wish to delete an ROI, you can select on the minus button to remove it. If you want to save your ROI progress and return to it later, select the ROIs and click the Save button at the top of the ROI Manager module. When you want to load the saved ROIs, click on the Load folder, find the .mroi file and click Open. We have already drawn a complete set of ROIs for this image stack, so that will be loaded here. As you can see, all images in the image stack have been properly demarcated with a region of interest. Now we are interested in segmenting the ROIs. Before we segment the ROIs, let's take a look at the segment settings. To open the settings, click on the Settings button. First, let's look at the method. We're going to be using the moving square method in this video. Curve-guided method is available if cell cross-sections are being analyzed, and an SLIC method is also available in this drop-down menu. If using the moving square method, you do not need to worry about the membrane thickness, as that is only used for the curve-guided method. We do, however, need to be aware that we're segmenting by area, and therefore we need to choose the size of the segment. The segment size is determined by this number of square pixels contained. Currently, the segment is set to be 23 by 23 pixels squared. One can also segment by the number of segments. However, that method is generally not used for mammalian cells of varying size and shape. If you have uniformly sized cells, you might be able to segment them by number, but here it is not practical. We are going to leave the number of iterations, the intensity weighting, and the number of vertices as they are. Now that we're happy with our settings, we can select all the ROIs and segment them with the Segment button. The segmentation process can take a few seconds or minutes depending on how big the image stack is and how many ROIs were drawn. Once the segmentation is complete, you can view the segments by clicking on the View Segments button. You can also select various ROIs and view individual segments. If you're satisfied with the segments generated, you can save them by clicking the Save button, just in case they need to be loaded later. Now that we have all the ROIs and segments generated, we can select all the ROIs in the ROI Manager window and move to the next module for fluorescence intensity fluctuation calculations. We will cover the next module in another video.